To say that the past 7 days have been a bad week for Donald Trump would, of course, be the understatement of the century. He has gone out there repeatedly, made a complete and total fool of himself, and when he's not trying to defend J.D. Vance's comments about so-called childless individuals, he's out there telling us that the Democratic nominee, Kamala Harris, is somehow not black. And he has doubled and tripled down on that since making that comment, and of course, even his own base hates it. But the reason this is happening right now is because Kamala Harris is absolutely demolishing Donald Trump in every possible category. And I will get more to that in segments coming up later this weekend. But right now, Donald Trump is going crazy. He is going crazier than usual because his stress level is absolutely through the roof. And it's not just me saying that. I've been saying it for a couple days, but Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, during an interview with MSNBC this past week, echoed the same thing. He was asked by host Nicole Wallace, quote, when he's desperate, and make no mistake, this for him, candidacy is about staying out of jail. I mean, he's as desperate to win the presidency as Putin is to have him there, because for him, it's about Ukraine. I mean, what would you sort of warn your party and the pro-democracy coalition to be prepared for from Trump? And Buttigieg had this to say, and I love it. I think it's brilliant. Quote, I think precisely because it's going so well for Kamala Harris out of the gate, I expect that Trump and his Republican Party will get crazier. The more she pulls ahead, the more you're going to see, I think, Trump revert to the only thing he knows how to do when he wants to get attention, which is get more and more outrageous. And the funniest thing about that, too, is that a report came out about a week ago saying that Donald Trump was getting insanely jealous of the media attention that both Harris and his own running mate Vance were receiving. Trump wanted to get his name back in the headlines. And he did it. I mean, he kind of hogged up the media cycle this week, but not in a good way. The problem Trump has, however, is that when he turns on the news and it's all Trump, 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 when he opens up his favorite news website and it's Trump here, Trump here, Trump, 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 it doesn't matter that they're all attacking him. It doesn't matter that they're all saying, wow, this guy is blowing it. No. He doesn't see that. He just sees his name and says, okay, saying this horrible thing got me back in the headlines. It made people talk about me, so I'm going to do it again. And he did. And then he did it again. And the cycle just repeats itself because he cannot help himself. So it is embedded in his brain that now when I say crazy, stupid things, I get the attention that I crave. You know, it would have been great if he had gotten it when he was growing up. Maybe he wouldn't be so desperate for it today, but there's nothing we can do to fix that for him. I mean, he could go to therapy instead of trying to run for president, but we're in the situation we are because he didn't. But he will get crazier. Buttigieg is 100% correct here. He is going to get worse. You know, I said the other day that I think in this campaign, it's only a matter of time before somebody on the right, one of Donald Trump's allies, slips up and says the word, referring to Kamala Harris. And in fact, somebody pointed out to me on social media just a couple days ago, we almost got it. Sebastian Gorka went out there on TV and referred to Kamala Harris as colored. So they're getting close. And trust you me, as the campaign gets crazier, as the surrogates get crazier, as the numbers continue shifting away from Trump and in favor of Harris, somebody's going to say that word, and it's going to get them in the headlines. And maybe Trump will see that and say, oh, okay, that's what I have to do. Now, I hope to God it doesn't happen. I don't want it to happen. But he will do what it takes to get himself in the headlines, no matter how crazy he has to be, because it's what he does when he's desperate. He did it during his criminal trial, got crazier and crazier every day, drawing more attention to his crazy statements than to the trial itself. Then, of course, he had the great break when the media was focused on President Biden after that debate, but that honeymoon is over. Trump is fighting for his survival in the headlines. And in order to stay there, he will continue to get crazier. Hi everyone, this here is little Athena, and Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet, so please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.